tell me that you feel right.
Hey guys, so we'll be starting off with our Modern Renaissance palette, and I'll be taking the color Golden Ochre on a fluffy blending brush that comes with the palette, and I'll be applying it as my transition shadow. Then I'll take the color Raw Sienna on the same blending brush and I'll apply it on my crease just a tiny bit lower than Golden Ochre. And as you can see, I'm also flicking it upwards by tilting my head and just going directly downwards. So this will give you the cat eye effect without using a scotch tape and making it look too harsh. And you can also clean up the edges with the concealer later on. And then I'm using Real Gar on sort of a pointed crease brush, and then I am applying it along my crease and flicking it upwards again in the same motion that I showed before. And now I'm just taking some of that Raw Sienna color and blending Real Gar with that. And then I'm taking this L'Oreal liner in Black Noir, which is a very dark liner that can be smudged very easily, and it's perfect for an eye base. And I'm just applying it on my fingers first, and then I'm applying it on my eyes in a slanted way, as you can see. And yeah, I'm just blending it, and then I'm going over it with a brush so that I make sure that everything is blended. This is a very denser brush, which almost looks like a flat shader brush, so I'm just also flicking it upwards, as you can see, and reapplying it so that I have the intensity that I want. And then I'm going to take the color Burnt Umber from the same palette, and with the same brush I'm just going to pat it over the eye base that I applied, and in that way I'll have the most pigmentation. And then I'm just going to slightly blend the edges right inside, bringing it inside my eyelids. And also I'm going to follow my crease, because this brush is in the shape of a flat shader, so this makes it perfect for this purpose. All of the brushes are, at least these brushes are from Smart Shopping. I'm not sponsored by them, they don't even know me, but I really love their collection. And then I'm just taking a tiny bit of Real Gar and blending the edges of Burnt Umber. And because I wanted my look to be a tiny bit smokier, I wanted some black, so I took this color Noir from the Shadow Couture palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills. Again, you can use whatever black shadow that you have, and I'm just applying it over on the corner of my eyelids. I won't be flicking it upwards because this black is very dark and it just might make the whole look a lot messier. And then I'm taking Burnt Umber on a fluffy blending brush, and I'm just slightly blending the edges of Burnt Umber. And then with a clean blending brush, I'm just blending everything together so that there are no harsh lines and everything is seamless. Now to cut my crease, I'm taking the LA Girl Pro Concealer. This is what I have been loving to cut my crease because it is a dry concealer, so you know it is easier to like use. I don't know how to explain it, but either ways I'm just cutting the inside part of my eyelid, and to make the cutting crease a lot easier, just tilt your head forward so that you can see your crease and just follow the line of your crease. And then I'm going to take the color called Primavera, and on this tiny shader brush, no, this is a concealer brush most probably, I just didn't have my flat shader brush with me, so I just sprayed some setting spray, and I am applying Primavera in the areas where I applied the concealer. So as you can see, I just applied the concealer a tiny bit upwards from the middle part of my eye, if that makes sense. That is, I just left the outer part empty where the black is going to be there. And then I'm taking the Burnt Umber color again and going over the edges where the two colors meet so that everything is blended again. And then I'm just reapplying the Black Noir just to make sure that all the smokiness is there. And then I'm taking this glitter liner from LA Splash, and I'm just applying it over the shimmery part of this eye look. And well, you have to be very careful when you apply it, because as you can see, you can't really open your eyes, because otherwise the glitters will crease. And then I'm just taking my L'Oreal liner and lining my eyes. I'm not going to do a wing, I just wanted a softer liner look to define my eyes. So I applied the liner and then I'm blending it with this angled brush and then going over it with burnt umber. In that way I'll have a smoked out liner that would define my eyes and not take away attention from the whole cut crease. And then I did my foundation and everything off camera. I even applied my lashes just to save you guys time. If you want, then you can watch my other tutorials to know about my foundation routine. And I also applied the same black liner on my waterline, and I'm just applying all of my transition shadows, raw sienna, real gar, and burnt umber under my lash line and blending it along the way. And then I even applied some mascara and I'm done with my eyes. Moving on to my face, I wanted a very strong contour, so I just took this angled brush and I just concentrated it on the hollows of my cheekbone, and I absolutely didn't come down, and I was just bringing it upwards, as you can see. And I've also built up the color so that I get that chiseled effect. And then I took the blush Luminoso and applied it on my cheeks and on my apples. And moving on, I am going to use the highlighter palette from Kathleen and Makeup Geek. Surprise. But yeah, oh my god, I nearly fainted at that moment. I thought that my nail destroyed the highlighter, but thankfully it didn't. So yeah, I'm just applying the highlighters on the usual areas: my cheekbones, my nose, my cupid's bow. You might wonder, why do I use this big brush for the highlighter? I don't have any other brush for this highlighter, so I just use it because, well, whatever. And then I even applied it on my inner corners and brow bone. And then I used this Isabelle Dupont lipstick in M125, I think. So this is a very pretty color, but I wanted something very dark, so I applied Avenue over it, and I loved this look. I wore a bold lipstick after quite a long time, but honestly I would prefer the nude one, so I mixed these two lipsticks and this is the final look. If you guys like my video, then be sure to give a thumbs up, and I'll see you next time. Until then, Eid Mubarak and take care. Bye.